Afghanistan earthquake kills hundreds and destroys villages. All we know so far. Afghanistan has been struck by a devastating earthquake that has killed hundreds of people, left thousands injured, and destroyed entire villages in one of the deadliest natural disasters to hit the country in recent years. The powerful tremor, which registered a significant magnitude according to regional monitoring agencies, struck during the early hours of the morning when most residents were still inside their homes, leading to widespread destruction and a tragic loss of life. Eyewitnesses from affected provinces describe scenes of chaos and despair as homes made of mud bricks collapsed within seconds, trapping families beneath the rubble and leaving survivors scrambling to rescue their loved ones with little more than their bare hands. Villages across rural Afghanistan have been flattened, with reports of entire communities being wiped out in the hardest-hit areas, and rescue teams are struggling to reach remote locations due to poor infrastructure, blocked roads, and damaged communication lines. Emergency services are overwhelmed, with hospitals already struggling to cope with the influx of casualties, and international aid organizations have warned that the death toll is likely to rise as more areas become accessible. The humanitarian crisis is being compounded by Afghanistan's fragile state, with limited medical supplies, a shortage of trained emergency personnel, and an economy already crippled by years of conflict and political instability. Survivors are now facing harsh conditions with little shelter, clean water, or food, raising fears of further tragedy from disease outbreaks and exposure. The Afghan government has appealed for urgent international assistance, calling on neighboring countries, the United Nations, and global aid groups to provide medical aid, rescue equipment, and financial support to help cope with the disaster. Rescue operations are ongoing, with local volunteers working alongside emergency crews to dig survivors out from beneath collapsed buildings. But hopes of finding more people alive are fading as critical hours pass. Drone footage and photographs from the scene reveal harrowing images of entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble, families sitting beside the ruins of their homes in grief, and children wandering amid the devastation with no idea where to turn. This earthquake is a stark reminder of Afghanistan's vulnerability to natural disasters, given its location along active fault lines and the fragile state of its infrastructure. In the past, earthquakes of similar strength have caused catastrophic damage in the region, but the scale of this latest disaster appears especially severe due to the high population density in some of the worst affected provinces. International leaders have expressed condolences and promised support, while humanitarian agencies are mobilizing to send tents, blankets, and medical kits. Yet the logistics of delivering aid remain daunting in a country with rugged terrain and areas still affected by insecurity. The tragedy has sparked global concern not only for the immediate victims but also for the long-term recovery, with experts warning that rebuilding could take years. For now, the focus remains on saving lives, burying the dead with dignity, and ensuring survivors are not left to face hunger, cold, and disease without help. As Afghanistan mourns, the full impact of this disaster is still unfolding, but what is already clear is that the earthquake has left a scar that will be felt for generations. Thank you.